What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Time to Deliver podcast. I'm your host, Naffy, and I'm here with my boy, Big Zo. Play that intro.
Yeah,
Naffy's loaded in. Block straight, taking over cause they feeling square. Big package for your bitty, baby, let a new van. Been outside for too long, baby, let a new tan. Red ghost off and stop, feel like Danny. Always tiny, but you carrying a family. Crown's heavy, belt shiny, baby champion. We can red lobster pasta with the scampi.
All right, I hope you guys like that intro. That intro was done by me and Zo. But today we're going to get right back into the current topics. It's been just insane right now in the world. We have Ebro in the morning canceled. Now, if you're on the West Coast, if you're in a different country, you're not in America, you might not really know about Ebro in the morning, but Ebro in the morning was a very, just a legendary hip hop show, and for people that love hip hop, they had to tune into Ebro in the morning. It was either Ebro in the morning or the Breakfast Club. I'm sure, Zoe, you know Charlemagne the God, and we know
yeah, of
Ebro, we
course.
know Peter Rosenberg, we know all these guys, right?
Can't forget
So
Sway in the morning too.
Sway in the morning, legendary, and Big Boy. Shout out to Big Boy.
Yes, sir.
So, but Ebro in the morning seems to be the first show out of all those shows we just mentioned that has gotten canceled. So Ebro, Peter Rosenberg, and Laura Stiles now have to find new jobs because they have been kind of kicked to the curb, and the fallout has been insane, guys. So, whenever someone leaves a job, it's always a little messy. It's never going to just be a clean break, right? So, when Ebro got let go and all his co hosts, they started talking about everything and all the secrets at Hot 97, right? So it's
Mhm.
not like you've been employed for about 15 years and you're happy that you had all those memories, you made all that money. It's, oh, we couldn't film there because they had roaches, and we got fired because we don't like this person and that person, and we're political and all this stuff. It's everything except maybe just no one watches our radio show anymore. Like maybe radio
Sure.
is just on the downward end of its life cycle, and he
Yeah.
he, he started making excuses for every other reason why his show got canceled. So, of course, the internet, they're going to start clowning him. They're going to start going crazy on him. So, academics being one of Ebro's biggest ops, I guess you could say, he had to go in on Ebro. He's saying rest in piss. He he's saying
That's
good
crazy.
goodbye to their show. He's calling him E-bum, all types of
You
shit,
bum
just
is
going. He's
nuts.
going nutty, right? So I don't know how this is gonna end. It seems like academics every single day for the past week has just been going off on this guy, not letting up. I saw that Ebro in the morning. They've kind of created their own podcast, so they've all come together, and they're still talking in the morning. They're still trying to keep that money up, but it brings a conversation to my head where you start thinking: is it better to be the business owner, or is it better to be an employee? Because there's certain people like academics or Joe Budden where they have their own shows, they work off of YouTube, they make their own money. But people
Yeah.
like Ebro, they're employed to a place where that place, yeah, they're paying for the studio, they're paying for all that stuff, the engineers, but then you could just be kicked to the curb at any point? So what do you think? Do you think it's better to take the route of Ebro and say, hey, look, I don't have to do all that extra stuff. I just show up to work, get my money, go home. If I get fired, it's whatever. Or do you think it's better to really go through that grind like academics or Joe Budden and then own it at the end of the day, but maybe not see that money or success at first? What do you think is better?
Honestly, I'd say I'd rather own something. Like I
Hmm.
want us to have complete and 100% control of this project that we're working on. I don't want anybody else to have a say besides you or me.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah.
me? And that's all it comes down to. Um, Anytime you add another hand in there, especially when it's a puppet master, then things could go south and they could make impulsive decisions that because numbers aren't going the way they want. It's such, so it's like it's better to keep it in your own lane and keep it close, even if it's your enemies. Just like, keep it everything close and
I feel like
tight knit, bro.
creative control is everything nowadays, and the
Yeah,
people that own things are seeing that you're only getting a fraction of the pie when you're an employee, and that fraction is
exactly.
so minuscule. Actually, earlier this year with Joe Budden's podcast, it was revealed that Joe Budden made $20 million just on
Mm,
Patreon alone in 1 month. But some
that's
of
crazy.
his co-hosts, or not co-hosts, but they're his employees essentially. They were apparently only getting 100,000, couple 100,000, and they're
Hmm.
helping get that 20 million every month. So you start to see how it really makes sense to own things, but that grind is
Yeah,
hard, and sometimes those bigger companies crush you, and that's why sometimes you want to be an employee. But I don't know. I think it's a tough situation to be in. Um, I personally think the long grind is better, but some people don't have the time to do that. And salute to Ebro and Hot 97. That
true.
show, plenty of memories. I remember the Drake and Meek Mill beef. I was watching Hot 97, getting all those updates back then. I
Yeah,
always looked up to Ebro and Peter Rosenberg. They knew so much about hip hop and all that stuff. Yes, they've kind of been like the poster boys for like we're old in hip hop and we kind of don't we're not willing to adapt maybe, but
yeah,
they know the old school stuff. So if you need somebody that can tell you the past, at least we have them in this world, cuz you forget about
for
that,
sure.
then you'll really forget about everything else. So
Exactly.
hopefully they do better in the future. Hopefully we get a new show maybe. But if not, then that's the end. And it seems like Charlemagne the God too. It may be out of the Breakfast Club. So give it a couple weeks, guys, and
Damn.
we're definitely gonna have some crazy updates. Because if the Breakfast Club is ending too, then this really is the death of New York radio, all in the same like months, like span. So
Titans are calling, bro.
bro,
No
it
cap.
really is. So we'll see what happens. Now, I wanted to go to a specific topic for Zoe. Now, Zoe came to me. There was a topic that he was really passionate about. And, guys, I'm bringing this up, and I haven't even brought this up to Zoe because I
Mm.
know Zoe, once I say this topic, he's going to be ready. But there was a
Oh
meteor,
man.
Three Eye
Oh yeah.
Atlas. And I heard that
Yeah.
there was some crazy stuff going on. So I wanted to know if you could fill me in because I'm not too up to date on this meteor.
Well, honestly, there hasn't been anything like on the like in the grapevine that I really that they're really saying that is specific, but there are some crazy stuff to know about it. Like so sorry. There are crazy things to know about it. Like first of all, it's not following the same patterns that a regular comet would. Like how usually comets would just be regular because it's just a flying rock in space supposedly.
What,
So it's
like,
just like
so like it's like an irregular trajectory? Like it usually would go
yeah,
like this, but maybe it's like moving or something? Like, what do you mean?
yeah. Like it's either moving like a little around or it's like slowing down and speeding up. You get what I'm saying? It's not exactly going at the same exact pace
Which
that
is
a
crazy that it
comet
could do
should.
that in space.
I
Like,
know.
okay,
That shouldn't happen. That's
okay.
nuts. Not gonna
And
lie.
so what's like the big like hoopla though about this meteor? Why is everyone going crazy?
Because they think it might be a damn ship,
Oh, so we have an alien ship possibly coming straight for Earth.
supposedly. That's why that trajectory matters because it's like, why is that thing like acting like a damn, feel me? Like
Yeah,
a
wow.
craft instead of a comet.
And see, guys, right there,
So
if you're listening, put aliens down below. They're not gonna know. Put aliens down
yeah,
below. Continue.
yeah. And make sure Big Brother doesn't hear you.
Oh,
I
they
don't
already
want to get in
heard.
trouble.
They already heard. So arm up, guys. We're gonna have to be back to back.
Alright.
All right, guys.
We are. We really
Now,
are.
someone that wasn't back to back was apparently Ja Rule. So apparently Ja Rule was at some type of concert. He was just in the background chilling. And apparently a fight breaks out. He's getting lumped up. Other people are fighting. It's a crazy brawl, and it goes
Yeah.
crazy viral because a blogger named Tasha K actually comes out and says like Ja Rule got absolutely beat up, destroyed, whatever. And he comes out and he's like, nah, I didn't really get beat up and all that stuff. He's like, I'm okay. He's doing the look at my face, you don't see nothing. He's laughing, he's drinking tea, whatever, right? So, like, I want to know, like, do you think that people should just be allowed to just spew all this fake news and stuff? Because, like, now Ja Rule's like, I'm going to sue you because you're just, kind of defaming me, saying that I got beat up when I didn't. But it's like, can you even sue for something like that? Like, when does it go
Um.
from just being a lie to being like true defamation? You know?
Well, like this channel, there's a gray area in
Mm.
many things, and I'd say that applies there as well. Like if it goes too far, then it should. But if in this case, I don't think it's defamation of character because somebody's just talking about you get beat up. It's like, I mean, nigga, like you can't prove that. So there's only
Yeah,
one way to prove that. Like show the video of me getting beat up, show the aftermath. I'm here.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
look like I got beat up.
I don't really think it's defamation. Like, I don't think you could sue someone for
Yeah, it's
that.
definitely
But
not
I think it's just
defamation.
like dirty, like talking. Like, it's just like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah.
like you don't
Yeah,
need to make stuff up. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
damn near like hood slander, like just like hood slander
It's
is
like
really what it is.
clickbait. It's
Like,
like, you click on the
yeah,
video, you think they're talking about this, and they don't even talk about it the whole video. You watch the whole video,
or
never see it. So it's like, it's
but of
weird,
course, if
weirdo
somebody
shit.
brings up fake news that are crazy, then it's like defamation of character. Like
Yeah, for
that,
sure.
that's a possibility too.
It's
Can't
rough
just have
out
people
here.
coming up here being like you're diddling kids and you can't say nothing about it. I'd be like, boy, I'm taking you to court. You
Facts,
crazy?
facts. Like
You better have your mag loaded, bro, because I'm taking you to court,
a
dude.
lot of people were mad at Drake. They said, "Oh, Drake shouldn't sue Kendrick. It's a rap battle." And I agree, rap battles should stay rap battles. But when you start calling
Yeah,
someone a pedophile, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say stuff like that, bro, because you don't,
that's
you
fair.
can't come back from that. Once you say that, it's
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
fair.
up for life with me and you. Like, you
Yeah,
can't come back from that. It's just weirdo stuff. It's
and
weirdo words.
Drake low-key look like a pedophile to everybody now. Like everybody low-key has this like underlying feel like
It's like,
idea
but
because of
it's like,
Kendrick.
right? And it's crazy because it's like he's never done anything to show that yet. Now
Yeah.
when he goes
Yeah.
places, they're calling him that. And it's like, bro, are you crazy? And it's like, imagine you're 6'1", 6'2", and there's some like
Yo,
5'4" guy like calling you all this stuff. It's like, bro, I want to see you in real life. Like, are
no,
you
but
crazy?
the yet was golden though, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
The way you
Oh
say yet
man.
was funny as hell. I won't lie.
Oh man.
He's
Oh
I mean,
man.
yeah, I mean, if we don't know, then it's like we don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like that whole situation was funny to me because it's
It
like,
was bad. It was a lose lose for Drake, man.
yeah,
But
big time.
hey, so you know, it's been a long life for a lot of fighters, a lot of different people, and we have my guy Rampage Jackson, who's one of my favorite fighters back in the day. What a
Same.
insane slam on, I believe it was Kevin Randleman.
Hmm.
Insane, but he's transferred now, or he's trying to stream now, and he's been really successful. Him, even his son, before what happened, were streaming, and Rampage comes out and he actually says that he's made more money streaming than he did in his whole entire career of fighting, and he's only been
Mm,
streaming for 2 years, bro. So it's like,
that's
do we
crazy.
need to really start talking about fighter pay? Like the average fighter pay, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not like the
Most
boxers
likely.
and stuff, but like maybe they need to start talking about this because, and I want to
Yeah.
know, is he making all this money off donations? Because that's kind of nuts. I know he's made millions and millions of dollars in purses through winning fights. So if he's really made about 10 million plus dollars streaming, then I think we're in the right business. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I was just about to say.
Because listen, growing up, I wanted to
Look
be
at the horse.
Rampage, But now I want to be old Rampage. I don't care about
And
being
this
young
is what he
Rampage
is.
anymore. Yeah, he's one of us
This
now.
is what it is. Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, he's really funny. Like when he's
No,
streaming and
I
stuff,
want to meet him, bro. Imagine if we could stream with him.
bro. We're gonna have him on this
That's
podcast.
so much
Everyone in the comments, spam Rampage. We need him on this podcast.
spam that
Go in
shit.
his comments, get him on this podcast because if we can get him on this podcast is to the moon. We're gone. We're gonna be where
Yeah.
Three Eye Atlas is if we get
No, for
Rampage
real.
on this podcast.
For real.
So hopefully
I'll
we can
probably
get
spark him up.
Rampage. We're definitely sparking up with Rampage. Bro, it's gonna be the great. We're gonna have the drink, the smoke. We're gonna have everything for Rampage. It's gonna be.
Bro.
We might have to get a studio for Rampage. You know what I'm
Yeah, it'll be
saying?
my honor, bro. I think that's when
We
the
need
show would
that.
have to really hit the road. I'll be
It
like, yo, we
it
need
would
to
be
make
crazy.
moves. Like what?
We're
Like
already
Rampage
making
said, what?
moves. We're already making moves. So
No, that's what I'm saying.
we need the fans to
Super
make some
moves.
moves for us. Please, guys, help us get Rampage on
Really,
the show. All right,
really
guys.
appreciate that.
Now, before the podcast started, I was talking to Zoe about Red Dead Redemption 1. Red Dead Redemption 1 has just gotten a 4K update, and we were kind of talking about how certain games need certain updates and stuff like that. Now, Zoe, do you think with how consoles are going that they should maybe open up having, like graphic sliders, having more PC like customization since it seems like these consoles are coming out faster and faster. We're getting less and less
Yeah,
games. The games are not optimized correctly. The games have to get updated months and months, later to even be playable. So it's like,
yeah,
do we just need to maybe start making everything PC and we figure out some type of like system through PC? Because we are seeing a lot of those handheld PCs too. Xbox has one. Apparently PlayStation may be working on one. Um, so I don't know. So like, what do you think? Like, should we just kind of give up on the console thing and just PCs and kind of go from there?
it's hard to say because consoles have like consoles were kind of like the beginning of a lot of people's time with games, you know? So it's gonna be very hard to just snuff it out like that, I think. But consoles definitely have to kick up a little bit. They have to bring back that old love that they used to have. I was just talking to my little cousin about this, that like, oh, like he was talking to me, he was like, yo, Thea, like I just want to tell you how thankful I am because the kids my age never played games like Halo, never
Nope.
played games like Marvel Nemesis, Ultimate
Oh my
Alliance, all this.
god,
I'm like, yo, it's my
man.
honor, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Because
Mm-hmm.
now we never get games like that anymore, bro. And I took the chance. I'm like, 4 players. Let's get it. Everybody in this room right now take
And
turns playing off the Alliance.
they don't know about when you would get you would watch a movie. You would go to
Yeah,
GameStop. You would say there's a game tied into this movie. And you would be like, is
Transformers.
this the worst game I've ever played or is this the best game I've ever played? You never knew if that movie game was good. Kids don't know
Yeah,
about stuff like this. They don't know about the old
no.
days where you had so many discs. You didn't even know what game to play. You're just going through all your discs. You're praying that you didn't scratch your disc. You're praying
Putting
that you're
toothpaste on that shit.
yeah, man, they don't know about those days, bro. Those are some of the best days of my life. Playing PS2 on my Square TV. You know what I'm saying? I miss those Square
Yeah,
TVs, bro.
the
Heavy as hell.
components, yellow, red, and white.
Yeah, man. Those were the days. I'm like, you
They
look at
were.
those games and stuff now, and like it doesn't like your eyes are so trained for HD that they look
I
so
know it hurts.
crazy. But when we were kids, they looked amazing. Like those
Yeah,
those
you could
games,
literally see it.
our eyes adapted
Those were
over
our
time.
Yeah, big time, big time. It's like those were our books, you get what I'm saying? We got some pretty cool information, cool stories, and we
Mhm.
literally like found a way because it's crazy to say that, like, feel me say that out loud. Like to us it looked real as hell, it looked different, you know?
It looks so
That's
different.
dead ass.
And
Because
like
we imagined it as kids.
yeah. And and I just felt I don't know how they did it. Like I don't know how they made all these games back in the day and shit cuz like look all right, let's think about like a movie like Harry Potter. Was that like
Yeah,
'02, maybe even 2000?
yeah.
Look, imagine the
For real.
computers back then. How did they do the CGI? How did they do all that computer work. It was probably horrific. Probably just sitting there
Yeah,
waiting all day. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to give those
yeah.
people some props because it was
And we
hard
gotta
for them.
give and I was talking to my sorry to cut you off, and I was just talking to my cousin about shit like this. We gotta give those old filmmakers, directors, and game developers. We gotta give them props for pumping out good ass games in like a short ass time span, 3 years,
Yeah,
4 years, 5 years. Because
yeah.
now we got Rockstar getting comfortable taking damn near all of our lives to
It's
make this new game,
GTA 6 not
and
coming
it's
out till
like,
2027.
yeah, dude. And if that's the case, I think they're gonna see how like the fan base might just flip up on them. Like they might just be like, dude, like no, bro. They
I
might just strong arm them, like nigga, give us something, bro.
I think too we're having that like change of the old guard type of thing
Yeah,
because it seems like a lot of like games like Call of Duty that were the kings forever are starting to fall because they gotten
yeah,
complacent, they gotten lazy. They're putting out
yeah,
BS that no one wants to play that slop. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
Or the only BS, like
bro, Black Friday, they had Black Ops 7 that came out 2 weeks prior or maybe even a week prior for half off,
yeah.
$35. I never seen a
See,
Call of Duty on sale like that a week later.
yeah,
Games in general, just they come out and
yeah,
2 weeks later they're on sale, $20 off. There's no point in getting a game first day unless you really want to play it. Like
yeah. No,
I
no.
don't know what's going on with all the markets and stuff. Prices are crazy. I remember when I was a kid, man, I used to get $10 of allowance every week, right? I saved up 10 weeks worth of allowance. I bought myself a GameCube for $100. That GameCube was like the most fun I had for like all of '05
I
to
love
'07,
the GameCube.
right? Like you can't you're gonna walk into Walmart, you're gonna say, you know what? I want that Xbox. That Xbox Series S, that's kind of like a GameCube, that's not really too strong of a console. Bro, it's $400. It, you can't even
Wow.
like it's too expensive. There's no easy entry into gaming anymore unless you have a
Yeah,
computer
no,
and you're willing to just sit and play on your computer. Like you can't
yeah.
go and buy a
Which is a
console
great
for
choice.
cheap. It's
Yeah,
I just feel bad for kids, man. There's no easy
me too.
like way for them to get into gaming unless they want to spend a ton of money because you still have to get the
Yeah.
console just to play your Fortnite and all that stuff. So,
And I feel bad for these kids, bro. I'm
mhm.
really hating on Rockstar right now, yo, and I love y'all, bro. I loved y'all. Because yo, they made so many good games, bro. They made Warriors, bro. They made Midnight Club.
We need
They
Bully
made
2.
Manhunt, Bully 2, bro.
That would be
They
so
made
good.
like how did people forget that they made those games, bro? LA Noir, bro.
It's
And like
because
you're gonna
they
tell me
forgot they made those games.
exactly. People really sit there and be like, and they will swear on their heart that this is the Rockstar that made those games. It's not, buddy. It's not, bro. They could care less. They're using your money that you're spending on shark cards for this stupid ass mansion. They're using that money to buy some coke right now. They're using that money to party right now while this game is like 90% done. Like, come on, bro.
I think too what happens is you want the game to be so perfect that you make people wait and wait and wait and then it's not going to live up to what people want.
Yeah,
Like I think personally if the shooting hasn't gotten better than GTA 5 then there's no point in even putting this game out because I still think even up to
but
GTA 5 the shooting's horrible. It's
I
garbage.
know
It's a garbage system.
it's so hard to play that shit for like OD time. I always play it for like a couple days and uninstall because it's
Yeah,
just like it's a drag, you know.
and it takes forever to get into a server and it does this like they need to fix those type of
Yeah,
problems because they've built so much hype that this may be the biggest game release of all time and if it doesn't hit then I really think this could be the end of GTA as like
yeah.
being the biggest game franchise.
They might get Call of Duty like some open world game might come and swoop right under their feet, bro. It might be fucking the new Arkham. It might be a new
we
game or
need we need
something
like
that
a new
people are
Saints.
really anticipating for.
We need like a new Saints Row. Someone
No,
to
bro. Think
really
about that though.
yeah.
Arkham, a new Arkham game might be a competitor for that shit. Like if it was actually like from the original makers,
You know what?
a
They might
Arkham game
be
would be
they
nice.
I heard a rumor they might be cooking up a new Arkham game because they did just go back and give Switch 2 editions to all the old Arkham City games and stuff. So they all have 4K, they've been updated and stuff. So if they're going back and updating those games, who knows?
I get something, and I get something.
I get something soon, guys. So,
I'm not
stay
gonna lie,
tuned,
a
stay
Batman
tuned.
Beyond, bro, Arkham would be lovely, man.
Bro, they forgot all about Batman Beyond. I don't understand why they don't. You know what's funny too? I was just in Walmart and I saw Batman
Yeah.
Beyond the complete like show, and I was just like,
Oh
"Yo,
yeah,
that was really one of the best
that
shows
show was
ever."
a
Like,
bangerang, bro.
I
It
love the
was.
old '90s like darker shows, like that show, Static
Yeah,
Shock.
all
Like
the shows had
they're
it.
amazing.
Spawn, all the
Spawn,
shows had it,
the
bro.
original Superman animated show,
Yeah,
the Batman animated show,
yeah.
so
The
good,
original
bro.
Justice League animated show. That shit used to be tough,
and
bro.
and Unlimited, Justice League
Yeah, yeah.
Unlimited, so good. Old school
That shit
Teen
was hard.
Titans, bro. We're gonna have to have a whole
Yeah.
episode talking about just old TV shows, cause
Yeah, you see how we're spitballing from games to that because it's
mm-hmm.
facts though. It's facts because those ties to video games too, bro. Yo, we have to talk
No,
about how horrible Gotham Knights was one day.
I'm with it, bro. Honestly, like I've watched so much TV and movies over my life, like we have to, cause I spent too many
Yeah,
hours staring at those fucking screens, bro.
no,
Like
for real.
I used to
Me too.
love
Me
TV
too.
shows, just anything that came out, I had to watch it. I'd give it a
Yeah.
chance at least the first episode, regardless of what it
You
is.
watched Daredevil, I'm guessing?
Love Daredevil, bro. I watched
Yes,
all
sir.
the
T.
Defenders series, so Daredevil, Luke
Yeah.
Cage, Jessica Jones, and
I
Iron
went on a
Fist.
rant about Iron Fist, bro, to my cousin.
Listen, I always
Like,
thought Iron Fist was kind of cool. I just thought they
that's yo,
never
I'm
got a
saying he's
chance to make
awesome.
him cool.
Yeah, the show kind of like did him kind of dirty to me, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
I wanted him to low key like bang, like, cause like, listen, like I understand like all this nonsense and stuff that's going on, cause it's facts. I know Daredevil's strong too, but this man beat a dragon with his bare hands.
Facts.
So that's what it comes
I
down to.
haven't even
Feel me?
seen a dragon.
Literally,
Like,
bro. Like I know you're the man with no fear,
yeah,
but I'm a man that beat a dragon with my
facts,
hands, bro.
facts. I'm
So
a
like
white
that's why I
man
think
that
they
beat a
got the
dragon.
powers. That's why I think they got the power scaling a little weird in Defenders. I'm like, yo, y'all can't be sleeping on my boy Iron Fist like that.
He's
Sure, he'll take the hits for a bit, but then he'll
yeah.
be like, oh no, boing, and this
See
is
how
over.
they should have used him is Luke Cage should have been like the defender. So he comes in, he absorbs
Yeah,
the hit, and then Iron Fist should have
yeah.
came right behind him as like the spear. Boom, he comes and he
hmm
does all the damage. But they kind of,
Facts.
I don't know. I thought it was like a slow burn with Iron Fist. Like they were kind of building him up a little too slowly, and that hurt
Yeah,
them in the end. They wasted too much
yeah.
time world building and not really focusing on his martial arts and him fighting other people, stuff like that.
Yeah, because the worst part is they built his they did all that world building to not even give the fans what they wanted. They didn't give the fans him in his comic accurate suit,
Yep.
and it
Nope. We
wasn't
never
really
saw it.
like him. Yeah, he wasn't really showing any more. Like, there was some good fight scenes in season two and stuff, but like
Hmm.
it wasn't nothing crazy. Like yo, we could go back to Daredevil one or even Daredevil Born Again and reach out and be like, this is better than that instantly.
Yeah,
You know,
I think they gave other series more like
love and
love
attention.
kind of. Like I feel like Daredevil and Luke Cage really got most of the budgets, and I think Jessica
Yeah.
Jones and Iron Fist kind of fell to the back burner, sadly.
But you know what's crazy? Even even with the budget though, like I feel like it's more than that. I feel like they didn't even take time to like delve into like the character, the actors for the character themselves, right? Because I understand the actor was pretty good as a Danny Rand, but I heard that he didn't do no martial arts to learn for the part, bro, which is
Yeah,
kind
which
of
is
crazy.
weird.
Trying to be Iron
Yeah.
Fist,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you
because
know,
you need someone who really cares about the character when they're writing the script, when they're
that's why
designing the
Daredevil's so good.
character and stuff like that. Yeah, because like the Daredevil
Yeah,
guy, like I truly think he's blind in real life.
Charlie Cox, I think his name is.
Yeah, he's so good. And by the way, that guy, he actually was the lead voice actor for Expedition 33, which just won all the game
What?
awards. Yeah, he's the
Oh, oh, damn! You
he
see,
voices the main character
I
of that
appreciate
game.
that. I
He's so
appreciate that. That's
talented, man.
crazy. Damn, that's
Imagine you go
crazy.
from
I didn't
hit
know that.
TV show to hit game, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll give him
No,
that.
you're speaking of him being blind in real life. I heard he had trouble trying to get auditions in other movies because he'd always look like he's blind. Like you feel me? He'd look in like an odd direction, like he's not looking at anything at
Yeah,
all.
no, I need to see him with like shades on at all times. I don't want to see his eyes. And
Yeah.
every time I see his
He's
eyes,
mad
I'm
now,
like,
huh?
he's not looking at anything, bro. He don't he sees the
Yeah.
void. That's it. He
Yeah.
doesn't see
He
anything
got
else,
he
bro.
got that white noise, like staring at white noise eyes kind of
Yeah,
perfect, bro.
he's
Like my
like
boy just be looking.
he starts looking at you like, are you trying to fight? Or are you trying like what are you trying to
I
do
know.
right now? Stop looking at me, bro. You start putting your hand in front of him. Hey, are you good?
But
No, see, ooh, ah, oh.
no, but
So
yo, back to I just need to get one thing off my chest for Iron
yeah, yeah,
Fist,
yeah,
bro, because if
yeah,
Marvel's listening to this, bro,
yeah.
it was so easy for them to do because I know people are probably thinking in their head, oh, like I know there's some idiot out there like, what you want him to wear spandex? Like, no, bro. All you had to do was put him in a green tracksuit, have it zip down halfway, bro. Have him with the yellow shit and his tattoos out. You could have made it practical,
White
you get what I'm
man with a
saying? For
do
like a
rag.
street justice.
White man in a do rag and a tracksuit.
And I
That's what
know
we
the hood would
needed.
have I know everyone in the hood would have loved him too. They would have been like, yo,
He could have walked
who is this
into
crazy rapper?
Luke Cage series, and they
Yeah,
would have started
no
dapping him
cap.
up.
No
So
cap. They would have been like, yo, so you know him then, right? And Luke Cage would be like, who? That
yeah,
boy, bro.
you know,
That would
all you
have
have
been
to
tough.
say
That
is
would have been a way to
all
introduce
you have
him.
to say is white boy in the green tracksuit. Oh yeah, I know him. I know
Word,
him.
word.
Didn't he knock
You
Luke
see
Cage
how that
out?
that would have looked tough.
Did-
Yeah, he did, bro.
right? So yeah, he had that attack power, man.
So you see how you see how they're inconsistent with their power levels. Because how can you knock Luke Cage out but get beat by Daredevil? Like beat by Daredevil. You know what I'm saying?
See, well, here's the thing with
Like,
Daredevil. Daredevil, they try to basically say he has future sight almost because he can hear
mm,
all your muscles moving. He has that weird infrared, vision and stuff. So they kind of try to say
that's right.
he's
I
like
understand that. Yeah.
Spider-Man, where he has that acrobatic plus the little sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how he usually beats people by dodging. But if you ever watch
Mm.
Daredevil, you'd be like, he can't dodge anything because this guy's getting hit by everything in that
He do
show.
be getting hit.
He's a tank in that show. I think he's more of a tank than Luke
Yeah, cause
Cage half the time.
and honestly, like to add on to that, I'm pretty sure it's a part of his character. Like he's like in the love of the game and he likes pain. Like he literally likes getting hit. That's his
Because of
thing.
his dad, he remembers his dad fighting and taking a lot of
Yeah,
hits and then beating the guy and or whatever. So
yeah.
yeah,
That's what it's all about, bro. It's not about how much you can hit, it's how much you can get hit and still get up. Feel me?
I like to call it Nordic rage. All right,
Yeah.
they take some
Yeah.
hits.
I try to tap into that shit
It's like a bar fight.
all the
They're like,
time.
keep hitting me. It's that Nordic rage. So
Hell
but
yeah.
we're definitely gonna have a full podcast just on Marvel TV shows, superhero shows, all that type of stuff because I think me and Zoe
Yeah.
could talk about that for days. I love everything comic books. And next
Me
episode,
too, man.
actually, we will be talking about the Avengers Doomsday trailer because apparently I'm
Oh
hearing
yeah.
that there's some trailers floating around and apparently we're seeing
Maybe we
some
should react to it.
characters. Yeah, we might have to because I'm hearing there's some characters that we haven't seen in over like a decade. Some
Yeah. I
X-Men.
heard word through the
So
grapevine.
where, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of
Yep.
the Time to Deliver podcast. Zoe, do you have any final words for this podcast today?
Man. First of all, thank y'all for watching this long. And it's always an honor to talk and chill and get my mind out, spit the shit with Taj, bro. It's always an honor, brother.
Of course,
But yo,
brother.
Rockstar, do something about Red Dead 2, bum ass niggas. If you're not gonna do nothing with GTA 6. Thank
Facts.
you.
Facts. I feel like GTA
Thank
7 might come before GTA 6 at this point.
no
But
cap.
but
Yo,
hope
Jesus, I made this joke. I was like, Jesus is gonna come back before GTA 6,
at
bro. And I'm gonna be
at this
laughing
point,
like,
at this point. So we'll see. Hopefully 2027 will come faster, and we'll be able to all play that game. But if it comes out and it's 30 frames per second, I don't even want it. All right. 60 frames per second or we riot. And Rockstar, we need Bully 2. I know we're in this like PC world where we don't like to. No, I want to bully someone. All right. I don't care. I want to bring back bullying. Make bullying
Yes.
great again. All right, guys.
Yes. Put
So
them in college. Put them in college.
put them in college. I want to see some crazy pranks, all types of stuff. All right, guys. So
Yep.
make sure you come back next time. We're going to have a crazy episode for you. And remember, if you're still here, well, you got to just, rewind the video and put whatever I said because I don't remember it anymore. All right, guys.
It was Alien. No, right?
Alien.
Aliens.
You gotta say alien in the chat. All right, guys. Say alien in the chat. And me and
Alien in
Zoe
the
are
chat.
out. All right, guys. We'll see you guys. Peace.
Deuces.
Hey guys, Naffy here. Thank you so much for watching this last episode of the podcast. Check out somewhere on my screen for the next episode. We got so many episodes in the bank. While you're still here, check out the episode. Come on.